What's going on, TK Master Wealth Builders LLC? And hey, I really been trying to figure out what it is that motivates people to not do things productive to their success. So certain things are mandatory. It's mandatory to have car insurance because if the police pull you over and you don't protect your car with insurance, you get in trouble, right? So why is it hard for people to understand life insurance and why living benefits can help you while you're still alive? Cash value life insurance can help you grow. Same way that the bank allows you to save money, cash value life insurance allows you to save money in an account that grows 6 to 8%. So that makes sense, but no one wants to do it. I don't understand why. I'm constantly trying to figure out why people are so programmed, mentally fucked against life insurance. So the things people have told me today, a person told me I'm Muslim and Muslims believe that insurance is haram. So, okay, insurance is the devil. It doesn't help you. I got it. Next person told me, insurance is a scam. Oh, got it. When my mom died and she left me $500,000 in an annuity, and then that annuity was in a trust, that obviously wasn't a scam because MetLife called me and said, we have a check for you. All you have to do is prove who you are and send us some paperwork, and then we'll pay you $4,000 a month for the next 12 years. So I'm living proof that it's not a freaking scam. It's a economic choice that makes power in the lives of your children when you're not here, because you never know when you're going to die, but guaranteed everyone on this planet has a day and a time. So you're never going to outlive Father Time. It could be a car accident. It could be a plane crash. It could be you living to 150. But one day you're not going to be here. So life insurance makes sense because your people who still here, who knew you, who are the beneficiary to your policy or your trust, they get a check. So that makes sense. That's not something that you can argue with. That's something you can't say anything about. I had a person tell me that they spent 20 years paying car insurance and never used it. So they felt like they, were scammed, but because it's mandatory and it's illegal not to have it, they did it, right? So if you pay into a life insurance that's cash value for 20 years, you could save probably close to 100,000, if not more, depending on how aggressively you put into that savings account. But then that helps you later on in life. And if you don't use that funds while you're still here, you can always pass that on to your children. So all of this stuff makes economic sense. And I'm constantly having to fight people because they say it don't make sense and I don't want insurance. When it doesn't make sense for you not to pay whatever the freaking you can afford every single month. If you are poor and you can only afford $60 a month, then that's better than having nothing. Because a $50,000 policy could help you and help your family, and that's better than having to go fund me because you never took the time to pay $36 a month. Or if you really want to infuse your cash value life insurance policy and you get an IUL and you pay $2,000 a month, now you're talking about building $1 million savings account over the course of your life, which you can leave to your children, or you can basically leverage in your retirement. All of that stuff makes sense. If you diversify your investments in insurance where you have an annuity, you have an IUL, you have a family trust, and you set up max funding, which just means take the MEC limit and contribute that in addition to the amount that you're paying every single month. So I'm paying $2,000 a month, but I'm also contributing the max allowed amount into my account so that my savings account compounds faster, builds larger, and allows me to leverage it later on in life. So my younger self is paying my older self because that makes economic sense. And I really want to empower my financial future by using this medium as a tool to advance myself, advance my family, advance generations. So the Rockefeller method, using waterfall for 7 generations, where each person had $1 million policy, and then the children got $1 million policy, and then the children's children got $1 million policy, 7 generations. And their family trust owns the policy and is the beneficiary. So guess what? Over 7 generations, the trust is worth, Google it, So the concepts are not new. The concepts are new to you because you think it doesn't work. But the Rockefellers proved that they work. You just don't want to implement them. It takes an hour to fill out the paperwork to establish a trust. Very simple. It takes an hour to fill out the paperwork to establish a life insurance policy, whether it be an annuity or IUL. Very simple. It's very simple for you to redirect funds from spending bullshit over here to spending important things over there. So I'm going to redirect money that I already have, and I'm going to spend it on things that I consider to be more important, like life insurance. So it's not hard to do that, but everyone makes it hard because economically we make decisions that, well, I can't afford it. I only make $20,000 a year. So I told you, go get a side hustle. Take the money from your side hustle and pour it into your life insurance so that now it doesn't come out of your pocket. It comes out of your side hustle. Oh, that is sacrificing for a greater good and doing something economically to empower yourself so that your future becomes much better than your present. So that's what people in a poor situation can do to elevate themselves. 2 hours a night and live is $100, depending on what city you live in. And then you can redirect that into life insurance. So that now that you're covered and now that you're building cash value, now you become your own bank. Now you set up a family trust. Now you're able to pay for it with money that you didn't have before. All of this stuff makes sense, but I have to constantly argue with people. Oh, it doesn't make sense. I'm not going to do it. I'm poor. I'm broke. I have excuses. And the list just goes on and on and on. We are the lowest economic group. Black people are just economically on the shit level of success. And it's because people keep making excuses and don't have justifications for doing something productive to advance you into the next step. It's like, stop making excuses. Just do it. Fill out the paperwork. Do it. Go get the side hustle. Do it. Redirect funds. Go ahead and fill out the required forms. I don't know what to do, and I'm sad to see people fall so far behind. And the way that the purchasing power of the dollar keeps going down, the way that the economic shift keeps changing in terms of what is on the horizon, when we talk about the digital economy, when we talk about AI, and we talk about tomorrow's economic play, we won't be participating because we don't pay attention to what's changing and what's shifting. So we talk about the wealth redistribution, which is going on right now. We talk about the advancement of the next economics currency, which is going on right now. All of these things have world economic positioning, and it's taking place right now. You can't afford to procrastinate on yesterday when we're advancing into the future of tomorrow. Whatever that's going to be, it is taking place right now. You have to make some different decisions. You have to put some things in place. You have to make some sound choices that create a better tomorrow. The choice today creates the future tomorrow. So, hey, if I sign up right now with life insurance, I'm covered tomorrow. If I set up an IUL, an annuity, a family trust, I'm better positioning myself, and it's just a simple decision that only took me an hour to set up, that my mother set up for me, that I'm trying to show other people how to set up the same thing. And it blows me that I have to freaking constantly talk to people about things that make perfect sense. But to you, you have these other justifications of no. Well, I can't, I won't. It really blows me. Anyone can pick up a book. Anyone can go to Barnes and Nobles. You can go to the digital books now. You know what I'm saying? They have people that read books to you. It's called Kindle. There's no excuses.